Because if he had as many women at his disposal as she did men, knowing that he could leave at any moment, she would be fucking pissed and would put an end to the whole thing. Abort! Abort! Yo, what's happening, YouTube? It's your boy Bolo, and I'm coming to you with another video for educational purposes only. And as you can see from the title, this is either one or two things. Either I haven't seen the video. I just seen the title, and I was like, I'm gonna react to this. Is either a broken man with that classic case of one-itis to the 10th degree, or this is a guy that actually wanted this to happen the whole time, but was too scared to tell her that he actually wanted this. He didn't want her to judge him. But now that it happened, he's going to say, oh, okay, I guess, I have to live with this. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, he's actually getting his rocks off. But let's actually watch. My personal guess, is that this is a broken man. The other scenario is something I thought is possible, but it's not probable, But let's go. Let's watch this shit.
This is Christina. She fell in love with Mark.
Okay, so so now I'm really starting to think that he's got that one-itis. He's broken because physically she's out of his league. Like, yeah, she's way out of his league. So right now he's just looking like, well, I got her for me. Like, look at her and look at me and I got her. I think...
This is Christina. She fell in love with...
She ain't falling in love.
Mark.
This is I don't like to use these words, beta and alpha, but this is the beta provider. The red pill, classic scenario. He's out here making the money, looking like a fucking sucker while she goes out and bangs guys that she's actually attracted to while she comes home and you pay all her bills and make sure that she's very well kept for.
Despite being in love with Mark, Christina also found she had eyes for other men.
I kept cheating so much and I just couldn't stop.
When I did find out, it was very devastating. I was heartbroken to say.
My nigga, you could do better, bro. Stop looking at the exterior. Fellas, stop looking at the jiggly booty meat. Stop looking at the voluptuous titties, the face. I know you melt every time you see her, but you gotta let that shit go. There's way more important things. He's a broken man, but he feels like this is the best she can do. And on a physical level, maybe, but bro, get you a girl two scores lower. She's gonna make you a lot happier, my man. That's what you need to do, and let this skeezer do what she does.
About it, I started thinking, oh, maybe I'm not
You're
good
not
enough for her.
Quote
Rather
unquote.
than let the cheating break the pair up, they decided to explore new experiences as a couple.
I just said, let's try this swinging thing.
But the pair found that their new relationship choices were not received well by friends and family.
I said, oh, really? I said, oh, swinging.
The family, they found out on TikTok,
Crazy.
and what they did was go around to everybody else and talk about us behind our back.
Well, you're a whore. I mean, let's just be honest. You're a whore, and your parents and his parents are probably very disappointed that, one, that you're a whore, and two, that he will not leave this whore. It's quite unfortunate, man. This shit is, I mean, let's just continue.
Yeah, so we've been together for 17 years, and we've been married for 15 years.
And you've been cheating for how
We
long?
did meet when we were younger in school. I actually had a crush on her. I tried to touch her. She just totally dissed me.
Bro, from the beginning, bro. She dissed you from the beginning, but she saw you will be there no matter what. You're the abused dog that will get kicked, slapped, and you'll sit there in the corner with your tail wagging really slow, like, please tell me you love me. And every time she wants to have you around, she's gonna say, come here, little puppy, come here. And then you go up real slow and she gives you a little scratch and you're so happy again. That's you pathetic loser.
So that just made me want her so much more. And then later on in our 21, 22, we ended up meeting at the bar, and things just kind of went from there.
Yeah, we are soulmates. We finish each other's sentences from like day one.
You see, that's her trying to convince him that they are actually in love, or that she's in love with him. That's just her like reaffirming in his head, so he never questions if she really loves him. Oh, we finish our sentences. We're really soulmates. It's just a reaffirming language. That's all. So she could keep doing her shit on the sneak. Well, it was on the sneak, but now it's just out in the open, and you know, and they're trying to promote this more, believe it or not, as a dynamic, as a viable dynamic, which we know it's not natural and it shouldn't be this way.
Yeah, so I've struggled with monogamy my whole life. Ever since I was a little girl and had boyfriends in grade school, I would have multiple boyfriends at the same time. And then I cheated on him with like 4 guys. I was always open and honest about it.
How are you open and honest about cheating? You mean you got caught and said, yeah, nigga, it is what it is. I can't stop. And he's probably the first couple times she probably apologized and said, I'll never do it again. And then she did it again. And then after a while, she was just like, look, motherfucker, this is who I am. And he's scared to lose her. He's scared that he'll never get a girl that looks as attractive as her, which, I mean, she's still fairly attractive, but you could see it's starting to decline. You could see it. It's starting the signs are coming, you know what I'm saying? But he's just he still pictures that girl that rejected him that was out of his league. So he just wants to do whatever he can to keep her around.
And just monogamy is not natural for me.
When I found out, it was very devastating for me because at that time, I could have been monogamous with her the rest of my life because I loved her like that. I was heartbroken, to say the least.
And you're still broken. You're a broken man. And she throws you little crumbs every once in a while to keep you around.
Because I started thinking, oh, maybe I'm not good enough for her.
The bacon is done.
I guarantee you he pays all the bills. Guarantee you. She's a stay-at-home, not even mom. She's a stay-at-home wife.
It was hard for him to accept that, like, that I was only in love with him and only wanted to be with him forever, but yet wanting other men. So it took a little while for you to like really comprehend that.
It was tough.
It was really hard for him to comprehend that I want to have my cake and eat it too. I want to be able to do exactly what I want, irregardless of how it makes him feel, to keep myself happy and also him be around and provide for me. It was really hard for him to comprehend that. It's very fair. Does he get to step out? He can technically. See, this is what happens in a lot of these scenarios where the guy is technically allowed to sleep around also. That's what I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure she doesn't say you can't. He can, but look at him. He can, but he can't, if you know what I'm saying. Like, he can as far as permission goes, but he can't because look at him. No offense to the dude. He's got like a glass eye or something like that. It looks like, you know, like those huskies with like the 2 different eyes. He's overweight, not particularly handsome. Doesn't seem very charming or funny. Seems like a very regular Joe dude, regular everything. And she's above average physically. So yeah, he's allowed to step out, but he can't. I guarantee you, if there was a day he came home looking like Brad Pitt and fucking more women than she was fucking dudes, she would be furious. She would be furious. But she knows he ain't going nowhere. Because if he had as many women at his disposal as she did men, knowing that he could leave at any moment, she would be fucking pissed and would put an end to the whole thing. Abort! Abort! Guaranteed. But she knows he ain't got no options, and she's got all the options. She has all the cards because he's a weak man.
First, but now I get it. And I'm totally
look at him. Look how he's sitting, man. He's in there like this, hunched over. Terrible body language. That's not a man that is content with his cuckery.
So we got into swinging about 2 years ago is when we started couple swapping. We've been hooking up with unicorns our whole relationship though. So a unicorn is a single female that hooks up with couples, and we don't have relationships with these unicorns because we're not polyamorous. It's purely hookup stuff. go, baby. For me, it was just I just desired to be with other men, and then I would feel super guilty about it.
You have no willpower, which most people don't. Let's be honest. She's on the extreme level. It happens. There are people that just cannot control their urges. But you have to also realize that this society promotes that. It promotes hedonism. Do what you want for yourself. Be happy for you. Do what makes you happy. And people wonder, well, why do people cheat all the time? Why do they do these things? It's promoted. You cannot have these two ideas exist at the same time. You can't have one side saying you need to love this person and be with this person, be monogamous with this person and honest, and also do what is best for you, or do what feels good for you first. Because at some point, what feels good in the moment is going to be in conflict with what's good for the relationship. And if you're constantly told, do what's good for you, you're going to constantly break that oath, that trust. You're always going to do it because it's promoted. It's not shamed. Maybe in that moment it is, but overall it's not. I mean, people just get on with their lives. People can go from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship, cheat, and no real repercussions. There's no real consequences to it.
That with every relationship. When I try to be monogamous, I am not the happiest person in the world. I'm kind of like bitchy, so.
You are very bitchy, yeah.
See, look at that. So if she doesn't get another dude's dick, she's not only, she's mad, like she's actively angry, and she takes it out on him. Like, this is the level of entitlement, and she's laughing like she thinks this shit's cute. She's breaking this man's heart, breaking him down, which is his fault. So let's get that out of the way. It's his fault. After the first time, okay, that person was a scumbag. Every time after that, it's on you. No one else to blame. Nobody. She thinks.
I know. He sees such a difference now that I'm not monogamous. Like, he sees, like, I'm just so much happier.
2020, right?
Yeah, you wish you would have done this years ago, right?
Oh my God. Did he even sound confident? I'm sorry to keep pausing so much, but this video is blowing my mind. Did he sound confident in that? Like, right, yeah, I wish I did this a long time ago. He sounds depressed, dejected, deflated, everything, okay? This isn't healthy for him. It's not healthy for her either, obviously. Her vagina is a septic tank right now, basically, and it will be forever.
Mm-hmm. So we've been together 17 years. We didn't know about Tinder. We've never been on Tinder. We've never been on dating apps until now. We did not know that you want to find photo verified people. Yeah. So we actually got catfished about 3 times. Our family and friends, they basically all found out that we were swingers through TikTok.
Crazy.
The only one that didn't was my mom and my brother. I had had those conversations with them.
Hey, how are you? Aww, so nice to see you.
She was down visiting me, and she told me that her and Mark are dipping into swinging life.
No, she's dipping and she's pulling him in the water. That's what happened. If he had it his way, if he had the balls, he would be in a monogamous relationship right now. Now, if that's your thing and you're perfectly okay with that, that's on you. I'm not here to judge that. But he obviously is too weak to back out of this relationship. Only because she's out of his league physically. I guarantee you, if she was like a regular ass looking girl, he would have been gone a long time ago.
Oh, really? I said, oh, swinging. Really? I was surprised, not shocked, but surprised.
Yeah, you know she'd get around.
The rest of the family we knew would be judgmental. So yeah, they found out on TikTok, and basically what they did was go around to everybody else and talk about us behind our back, but never saying things to our face. Never once has one of our friends of 26 years said, I saw that you guys were swingers.
It's so funny how she's on some, yo, you never came to our face about it, but you was cheating behind this man's back for years until you finally said, look, bro, I'm going to either keep cheating and you just going to have to accept it or leave. And he is not man enough to leave. So to sit here and get mad at people doing things behind your back is quite ironic, considering what you did to this dude, where you cheated with him with 4 guys before he found out what was going on.
For it. They all want to follow my TikTok, but yet you've been my best friend for 26 years. You've ghosted me. You don't talk to me. You don't answer my texts, but you think that you're going to follow me on TikTok? No, I'm going to block you.
Ooh,
And then talk crap behind their backs.
damn,
That's
she
what they
blocked them. That's crazy.
do. It's been difficult because it's shown us who our real friends are.
Yes, I know there's some haters, and I think Christina handles it fine because Christina's a very strong individual. I don't have any concerns. They seem to be happier than they've ever been.
So we're going to go TikTok live. We are going to see if our viewers have any questions. Do I want this part of my hair down? Maybe I do.
Good Lord.
It's ridiculous how nervous I get about going TikTok live. 27,000 of my followers are on right now, which is pretty good for 10:30 a.m. Hello, TikTok live. How are my people doing? All right, so let's take some questions. So he said,
This is disgusting.
Do either of you get worried about liking it better with someone else? We don't get worried about that. We have a very secure relationship. We've been together for 17 years.
Of course it's secure. You know he has no options. There is nowhere he can go, especially because you can tell this man is fixated on looks. Now, every guy, we love looks. I love a beautiful woman just like the next, but that is not the end all be all. For him, it obviously is. So one, she's physically attractive, way more than he can probably get otherwise. Two, he's already invested so much time and emotions in it. So he has now a separation anxiety, a fear of like having this person that's been around all the time to suddenly not be there. If he's too weak to break up, he's definitely too weak to move on. You know what I'm saying? So obviously it's a secure relationship because of the power dynamics are stacked heavily in your favor. Like I said, if he had beautiful women that he could actually move on with, that would be monogamous with him, she would be terrified and would probably put an end to this whole thing and go back to cheating behind his back. She'll act nice for a little while, like, babe, let's make it work. I love you. And then, you know what I'm saying? After he lets his guard down, go back to doing, the milkman.
And that's also where the communication comes in when you're a swinger. You want to communicate all the time. If those feelings even start to happen, if feelings that are more than just having a crush on somebody starts to happen, you need to talk to your spouse about that. Okay, good question. So do you ever get jealous? Somebody said. I don't get jealous.
No shit. Look at him. Going back to what they were talking about earlier, well, what she was talking about earlier, when a woman does come in, you notice they do it together. So she goes off and fucks a dude. But if there's a woman, she's there for the whole encounter. There's no getting close. I'm pretty sure none of them are as good as looking as her. She controls the whole dynamic. So there's really not much to get jealous over. It's all under her control.
I've had 2 instances where I've gotten irritated, but not jealous. I'm very secure in our marriage. Shit. And I'll let Mark answer if he gets jealous or not.
At the time that I got jealous, she actually had a side piece, and mine
2
was
of them.
kind of ghosting me and acting a little crazy.
She ghosted him.
I just cut it off with her, so I had no side piece, but she did, and it kind of made me.
I told you I never seen this video. I'm watching it live, and what I said at the beginning is what is being described. I had no side piece and she did. And that's the reason she is secure.
A little bit jealous.
We definitely put on a show to the world, especially when I was a business owner in a small town. Right. We just acted like we were just,
a normal monogamous couple.
A normal monogamous couple. We didn't want people to know what we did behind closed doors because we were afraid of the judgment. But now we just don't care. We're proud to be swingers and out of the closet and
Exactly,
yeah.
Totally agree.
Swinging has changed our lives for the best. I mean, not only are we happier, we're healthier.
He's not healthy.
Mentally,
No, he's not.
physically. We don't allow toxicity in our life. We only allow positivity in our
Yeah,
life.
HIV positivity.
We're active. It's made us just more attracted to each other. It's made our love deeper.
She's more attracted to you than ever, but she's still fucking other dudes. Yo, yo, like, comment, subscribe for more content. But yeah, man, put your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what y'all think about this madness. And like I said, if you're actually into this and you have no qualms about it, yo, good for you. But you can obviously see that this guy's hurt. Let me know what y'all thinking about this whole dynamic. And if you think maybe I'm reading it wrong, maybe I'm not right like I think I am. But yeah, I'm out. Peace.